Hello student, today's topic is multicast routing protocol. For this one we know first of all network address can be one of the following type: unicast, multicast, broadcast, and anycast. What is meant by unicast? Unicast means, see here, all the things will be written over. I will explain the things. Suppose this is a source, this will be destination. Unicast means even though there are a number of devices, but the source is only one and destination is only one, so that this is one to one host. It is called as unicast. Okay. Then after that, what is meant by broadcast? See here, broadcast means one is a source and lot many are the resource, are the destination. So source to destination data will be sending is called as a broadcast. The best example for the broadcasting is TV, uh, television. So from the source, data will be sending to each and every TVs. That is a broadcast routing protocol. After that, multicast. Multicast is not a unicast and not a broadcast. It is in between. Multicast means not to all and not to one data will be sending. So source will be sending the data to, suppose these are the station, data will be receiving at the two station only. That is multiple, more than two, more than one, and not all. That is a multicast. Okay, this is very important for our discussion point of view. Any cast routing protocol, see here, any cast means source will send the data to any one of the destination. So anyone is the destination. From this one data will be sending to anyone. So it will be send the data which is nearer to the DNS server, because DNS server will send the data as early as possible to the nearest station. So anyone from the data will be sending to any one of the devices. Okay, multicast routing protocol. Multicast routing protocol will be divided into source based and the group based. So among these, the whatever the things will be for the our syllabus, we will be see one by one. Okay, what is mean by multicast? See here, what is mean by multicast? Multi sender, there are lot many receivers, but data will be sent less of this all, not to the all the, it will be sent to more than one and more than one station. So data will be sending to, suppose, this station, and data will be not sending to this station. So these are the multicast routing protocol. Yes. Okay, the classification of the multiple routing protocol is a tree base and the mesh base. Tree base will be source tree, share tree, and the example is multicast on demand ad hoc distance vector routing protocol. Whereas mesh type protocol, mesh base multicast routing protocol type is on demand multiple multicast distance vector protocol. So we will see in detail. Okay, see, tree based multicast routing protocol, the structure is like tree. Okay, so signal will be coming from upside to the downward side. It is never go from the top to bottom. So and in between this one, suppose R1, R2, R3 are the uh, destination and S1 is the sender. So it will be send the data from top to bottom, and all are the remaining station are only for connecting the station R1, R2, R3 from S1. So these are only used for the connecting stations to send the data to R1, R2, R3. Okay, this is a normal based routing protocol. The for this example is multicast on demand ad hoc network routing protocol. So in this one, suppose S1 is a sender and R1, R2, R3 is the receiver. So data is not sending to the group member because it is upstream, and upstream is never possible. So data will be not sending for this one. So to say, receive the data to R1, R2, R3, the station, whatever the station is to be used in the group, they will be forwarding the data. And afterwards, some of the station will not be used just to pass on the data also. These are the not used in, not they are not member of the tree node. Okay, these are the example of multicast on demand routing protocol. S1 to R1, R2, R3 we are sending the data. Mesh based multicast protocol, see, this is the mesh structure, है ना? Suppose S is the sender and these are the connect, these are the station are to be connected directly to the S. So in between this one, these are the station which is shown by the dotted line, it is used to just pass on the message. See here, by using our adapt network, our we are using the movable devices, so device will be connected to these devices, or after some time it will be connected to other devices. So means the mesh structure will be always be movable from one terminal to another terminal, but it always be a changeable terminal. So that we are connecting to in each and every station by within the routing router. Okay, then see here, on demand multicast routing protocol. Here these are the FG means forwarding group only, and multicast root member, and it will be send the data to this one. And this FG is nothing but it will send the data only for the completing the link. Okay, and here same thing will be explained over here. S1 S2 are the sender, and the R1 R2 are the receiver, and F1 F2 F3 F4 F5 are the forwarding networks. And after that, N is nothing but there are the station bit which is not used in the network in node. So there are the different types of nodes. So from S to S it will be send the route request for a receiving station, and receiver station get connected to the source with the help of shortest path, and data will be sent. Not only that, to complete the data we are using the, to complete the path we are using the forwarding station, but forwarding station must may be used that to choose the shortest path to send the data from sender to receiver. We can use that data also. Okay, then vehicular adapt network, all the things will be written here. Just for the simplicity I will explain the things here. See here, vehicular means vehicle, adapt network means a device is movable. So if we are using our movable things, movable car, movable truck, so that what happen, it is always in motion. And if you use the adapt network in the movable network, so it create a network. Around this network it is connected to the each and every station. When our no, vehicle is come in contact with the another network, another car which is used as vehicle adapt network. So because of this we are getting the knowledge about each and every station. And not only a vehicle is connected to the vehicle to vehicle, but vehicle is also connected to the nearby station, nearby hostels, nearby hotels, nearby hospitals, so that we are getting the all the details regarding to the spots which is connected within the station. And the data will be passed on from one station to another station. So for example, if after going from the fire, when we are using our own vehicle, and after going at 2 kilometers, if there is a problem of there is, so that we cannot go from that route, so that there is a lot of traffic will be there. But if we are using the adapt network, so before a 5 kilometers or 2 kilometers or 1 kilometers, we are getting the prior notice that there is a problem, so we can change our route and going with the different stage, different route to complete to go to the destination. So this is the use of the vehicular adapt network. Okay, then the difference between manet and vanet. Manet is mobile, बंद कर, mobile adapt network, and this is a vehicular adapt network. So with respect to the parameters, cost of parameter, it is a manet is a cheap, vehicular we required a vehicle, that is why it is expensive. Change in network topology, it is a slow, and it is a frequency, because it is a movable, so it is a very fast. Mobility, lower, here higher. Node destination is a spread, it is a dense, frequently used. Bandwidth is 100 kbps, 1000 kbps. Range up to 100 meter, it is up to the 500 meters. Then node lifetime depends on the power resources, or it will be depends on the lifetime vehicular. Okay, multiple hop routing, it is available, it is weekly available. Then reliability medium hai, high hai. Then moving pattern of nodes, random regular. Addressing scheme based on location here, and it is depends on the attribute base. Then position acquired using ultrasonic, here using the GPRS or radar. Last point, a security in the ADAC network. Security in the ADAC network can be explained with the help of this diagram. Suppose A is the resource. Suppose A is the source, D is the destination. So to go to the A to D, we have this route or we have to this route. So this is the longer route. This will be shortest route. But in the shorter route, B is newly added node. We cannot trust on the B. So data will not be sending for the shortest path always as like, but where more security will be there, even though the long distance is there, but even though if the security is more, so that the data will be sending from this path, P1 path. So depends upon the security, data will be sending from the station, that is called as a security in the ADAC network. Okay, thank you.